Merci pour tous ces applaudissements. Je vois que vous avez vu que les équipes commencent à s'installer. Donc là, on va vraiment procéder au début de la grande finale. J'espère que vous êtes prêts, comme moi, pour assister à cette 12e édition de la compétition nationale d'Enactus France. Et je vais vous demander, pour démarrer cette finale, donc je vais vous inviter à accueillir avec moi chaleureusement la première équipe compétitrice et de bien les saluer pour le début de cette compétition nationale.
Et on appelle l'équipe Enactus IESEG School of Management et leurs conseillers pédagogiques Guy Butin et Fatima Drissi.
Et donc, bienvenue à vous. Et donc, vous avez 3 minutes pour vous installer et distribuer les rapports annuels aux membres du jury avant de démarrer votre présentation.
Merci.
Oui, c'est bon. C'est bon?
Oui, c'est bon.
Moi aussi.
C'est bon.
Il vous reste 1 minute pour continuer de vous installer.
Merci. Je reste au milieu des champs et je reste là-bas. J'aime pas être au milieu tout le temps. Tourner la tête. Ok. Non, je vais être au milieu pour l'instant. Tu te débrouilles. Je vais passer là, sinon je reste encore.
Et les gars, on parle d'où ce que toi pour l'intro, tu parles d'où?
Vous pouvez maintenant démarrer votre présentation.
Pardon?
Vous pouvez maintenant démarrer votre présentation.
Imagine. The universe represented on a year calendar. It is now 1 minute to midnight before the end of the last day. The human race just started existing. And now imagine that in only 1 minute, we've drained more than half of the Earth's resources. But why imagine? It is only the truth. And if we want the story to continue, we have to find a new way of development, a more sustainable one. As human beings, we have a responsibility towards the planet and the future generations. As students of IESEG School of Management, we've learned the sense of community and social entrepreneurship. But most importantly, as enactors, we have to empower the population in need, help them improve their sense of responsibility so that they can become actors of change themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, judges and fellow enactors, my name is Thomas. I am a fundraiser and a social entrepreneur. It is my greatest pleasure to be here today to present you the actions of our team.
Namaste, I am Agathe.
And my name is Louise.
We are members of I Am India.
We are driven by the will to preserve culture and environment while empowering populations.
Good morning, my name is Pierre.
And I am Coraline.
We are members of Casser la Graine.
And responsible consumption matters to us.
We are part of the 140 students of the Enactus IESEG team. Thanks to a budget of 22,000 euros this year, we've been able to run 7 entrepreneurial projects.
Key and click and pass, empowering the youth through new educational methods.
Green Phone, creating jobs through the recycling of electronic material.
And Link, helping the disabled to reintegrate the professional world.
And our new project, Home Sweep Home, which aims at reducing our ecological footprint by teaching individuals how to make eco-friendly home care products.
Our projects embody our ambition.
To provide a new model of development.
That can ensure a sustainable growth.
And increase the quality of life of the population impacted.
Through our actions, we seek to educate our community about their ecological imprint and to give a new impulse to production and consumption, both locally and internationally. Today, together, we can build
a better future.
Today, we will focus on 2 projects, Casser la Graine and I Am India.
Okay, let's talk about Casser la Graine first. Why such a project?
Well, on the one hand, food is expensive. It is the second biggest expenditure item for students and friends. They spend on average 160 euros for food per month.
With my limited budget, you can imagine that eating healthy is not my priority. I rarely buy fresh fruits and vegetables.
On the other hand, local farmers are struggling to make ends meet with the growing pressure of supermarket chains.
So you guys have identified 2 main needs.
Exactly. Empowering local farmers by giving them complementary income and improving the students' quality of life by giving them the means to eat healthier at a lower cost.
And what are you doing to solve these issues?
Well, you know the AIM-UP system, right? Those partnerships between local farmers and a group of consumers.
Well, we decided to adapt and implement the system in our school. We created partnerships with La Serre des Prés in Ville-d'Ascq and Les Fruits de Web in Erly, cities near Lille, to offer twice a month baskets of fresh fruits and vegetables at a fair price to IESEG students.
Our 2.5 kilos baskets of local and organic fresh fruits and vegetables cost 6 euros, which is on average 2.5 euros less than in supermarkets. And we sold about 400 baskets and 1,500 liters of fruit juices during the year.
That's a nice deal, but why didn't you implement an already organized AMAP rather than creating your own?
AMAP works with a subscription.
And local fruits and vegetables, yes. But an annual engagement, no.
We offer tailor-made solutions to students, individual and occasional baskets. To be as close as possible to their need, we also created a special organic menu in the school's cafeteria, available once a month.
Pierre, tell me, how do farmers benefit from your actions?
Our 11 sales represented a total of 100 working hours for people in reinsertion.
It represents 3 weeks of full employment and almost 1,000 euros complementary revenue for farmers who are paid the minimum wage.
You should be proud, but your system is not unique. So what is your competitive advantage?
Wait for it. We realized the best way to improve students' nutrition and consumption habits is by educating them when they are still young. That's why we created a partnership with the middle school Jules Ferry in M. Twice a month, we offered activities to 85 pupils to educate them about healthy nutrition, food waste, and biodiversity.
Our goal is to reconnect those children to the soil.
Can you believe that 1 out of 4 did not know that French fries come from potatoes?
And almost all of them ignored what a beetroot was.
So we created a kitchen garden in the schoolyard where pupils grew some fruits and vegetables and learn more about them.
We also installed a compost box and an insect hostel so that pupils can witness the evolution of biodiversity. At the end of the year, the 85 pupils went to Lesser-des-Prés to meet farmers and to share their daily activities.
And how are those activities financed?
First, thanks to the margins we make on our sales. 50 cents on each basket, 50 cents on each fruit juice sold, €1 on organic menus. But also, thanks to donations and to our crowdfunding campaign.
And how do you guarantee the sustainability of such a project?
Bringing the garbage to the compost box became an habit for the middle school pupils, and their curiosity about biodiversity has been growing. We believe in the development and the sustainability of those progress as the kitchen garden, the compost box, and the insect hostel will stay in the school for many years.
And for university students, we implemented this basket system in our school as well as in EDEC. But most importantly, with our help, students from another school started their own system.
And we will continue to expand our action into the Catholic University. Lille is a huge student hub, which gives us a lot of opportunities to increase our impact, which means more and more work and revenues for local farmers, creating a circular cycle.
With Casser la Graine, for children, students, and farmers of Lille area, we can
Build a better future. So, you said that you wanted to give a new impulse on production and consumption, both locally and internationally. Now, with Casser la Graine, we've seen the local impact. But tell me, what about the international dimension?
Well, we run this other project called I Am India, which is our incubator helping Indian ecotourism startups.
Wait, did she just say India?
Yes, she did. With nearly no industry in southern India, people are first to work into tourism in big hotel chains, working 80 hours a week for barely 30 euros, which is not enough, even in India.
And it turns out that IESEG is the second university in France welcoming the most Indian exchange students. This constituted a great opportunity for us to initiate our project. That's why we decided to support responsible tourism in India.
But what is responsible tourism exactly?
It is about making better places for people to live in and better places for people to visit.
Local farmers offer a homestay service to tourists. Thus, they get complimentary revenues and tourists get to discover authentic India by living with locals.
It is called responsible tourism because it pays fair wages and considers its environmental impact.
For a country like India, it is the first step into the right direction.
Okay, I see a bit clearer, but I'm still confused. How can you help Indians from your classrooms in Lille?
We established a partnership with Kabani, an Indian startup located in Kerala that offers ecotours thanks to a local network of 380 people.
Our partner works with local farmers who do not have the educational nor professional background to make a living from it. They need support, guidance, and training.
This is where we, I Am India, enter the scene.
Our goal is to equip them with the necessary tools to develop a business plan and transform an idea into a viable business solution. We created tutorials about tourist expectation, such as standard of hygiene, hospitality, cultural habits, or do's and don'ts with the tourists.
In this video, we are going to talk about the money standards in India and in the Western countries. As there are hundreds of countries in the world and there are more than hundreds of different currencies, the most used ones are dollar, euro, yen, and also rupees in India. The value of the money changes according to the exchange rate in the international market. Currently, $1 is equals to 63 rupees, while €1 is 71 rupees, and €1 is $1.12.
Sumesh, Kabani's CEO, uses them to introduce his coachings to the locals in order to break the cultural gap which naturally exists between them and tourists.
Therefore, there is a real skill transfer from IM India's team to Sumesh and the other 4 full-time employees, and then from them to the 380 families involved in the ecotourism network.
Okay, but having a project at 5,000 miles away from home, it must be difficult. How do you manage the distance?
We communicate closely with Sumesh through Skype, and he actually came in Lille in November to hold a conference about Kabani in IESEG.
And to foster this process of empowerment, we selected 8 of our best students who are now on the plane for an internship at Kabani to help them develop their activity and progress on the path of independence.
Thanks to Sanchit and Poinet, who are part of our team and have come from Chennai to Lille, we are able to overcome the cultural barrier and understand better the Indian business practices.
And Lucas, an Enactor, is going to Kerala for a whole semester and will thus be on site to help us measure our impact even more precisely.
And how did your actions affect Kabani's employees?
For example, Daniel, one of Kabani's 5 full-time employees, implemented a sustainable business development program in his village. His wife is also part of the process as a homestay provider.
They were both farmers before, earning €34 a month. Now, they earn €67 a month, and thanks to this better wage, their son can go to school.
Indeed, it is Kabani's policy that part of the remuneration of their employee is used for the education of their children. The company divides its profit in order to benefit the local population, the village development, and the enterprise growth in order to empower the action in a sustainable way.
And we just launched a new activity with Kabani in order to increase locals' population's revenues. We imported 20 kilograms of tea produced by them in India. This tea will be sold €500 in France, which is 25 times more than if it had been sold in India.
How great! But if you want to conclude properly, I think we all need some more facts.
Facts. Well, IM India allowed the creation and the development of a company whose annual turnover has been increasing by 100% since last year to reach 1 million Indian rupees.
And with the help of IM India, there are now 3 eco-tour programs, 5 full-time employees, 30 exchange students traveling with Kabani, 95 homestays, and 380 families who benefit from fair wages through tourism.
And if that wasn't enough, all activities operate in a socially and environmentally responsible manner.
This partnership with Kabani works because we both believe that protecting the environment goes hand in hand with protecting the future livelihoods of local communities. With IM India, our local approach becomes a reality.
This is IM India, working from France but having an entrepreneurial, environmental, and economic impact abroad.
Ladies and gentlemen, judges, fellow Enactors, we were glad today to present you our projects. This year, Enactus IESEG is a success, but not only on a local scale, but also on a global scale.
With Casser la Graine, we allowed 85 pupils to discover their grandfathers. Hundreds of students to eat healthier and created jobs for local farmers.
With IM India, we allowed an idea to become a profitable company that empowers local populations and generates an alternative approach to responsible tourism.
Building educative, environmental, global projects allows us to achieve concrete results and ambitious targets for the future.
We open the door toward a more sustainable way of life. And today, together,
We build a better future.
Merci beaucoup pour votre présentation. On va maintenant passer à la phase de questions et réponses avec les membres du jury. Donc là, je vous demanderai de bien garder des questions concises et courtes qui peuvent vraiment vous aider à mieux comprendre les projets qui ont été présentés. Donc, la fameuse question, qui veut se lancer dans la première question? Qui a une question? Allez, allez. Vous avez forcément des questions sur les... Voilà, n'hésitez pas à reprendre les grilles qui peuvent vous aider.
Bonjour IESEG. Je croyais savoir que les jeunes étaient plus habitués à la cause environnementale que nous, les moins jeunes, et vous, les moins jeunes qu'eux. Êtes-vous certain que vous leur avez appris plus de choses qu'ils ne vous en ont appris?
Merci pour la question. Concernant la cause environnementale, je ne suis pas certain qu'il y ait des gens qui en sachent plus que d'autres, surtout quand on parle de décalage juste de génération, de dire que uniquement les jeunes sont doués avec les ordinateurs et que les vieux n'y connaissent rien. Je ne suis pas forcément d'accord avec ça. Je pense qu'on apprend des choses aux jeunes qui sont peut-être pas encore assez, parce qu'ils ne sont pas encore assez matures pour les réaliser, et que nous, on peut apprendre certaines choses grâce à eux, parce qu'il y a peut-être des choses qui peuvent leur paraître évidentes, mais qui, à nous sauteraient pas tout de suite aux yeux. Donc, on n'est pas leur maître et ils n'ont pas à se taire et à écouter bêtement, mais c'est un échange aussi, mais on pense qu'on a quand même des choses à leur inculquer.
C'est pourquoi on essaie de faire des activités ludiques, d'installer par exemple le compost, etc., pour pouvoir leur apprendre de façon facile comment être plus habitué et mieux protéger l'environnement.
Merci.
Je pense que la présence d'une boîte à compost dans une école n'apprend pas seulement aux enfants, mais aussi à nous. Et donc je pense que c'est profitable pour les deux parties.
On va prendre la prochaine question.
Tout simplement, est-ce que l'un ou l'autre d'entre vous peut me dire simplement comment ça l'a transformé cette année, tout ce que vous avez fait? Qu'est-ce qui a bougé chez vous?
Bon, alors, avant tout au niveau humain, évidemment. Enfin, le fait de rencontrer pour ma part des enfants, ça m'a vraiment transporté, je dirais. Enfin, c'est peut-être un grand mot, mais en tout cas, c'est comme ça que je l'ai vécu. Et ça m'a vraiment donné envie de continuer à travailler avec des enfants.
Et on a un réel impact sur ces enfants. Et justement, je trouve que ça, c'est très gratifiant pour nous. Mais ça nous permet aussi d'avoir une formation en dehors de nos cours. Comme par exemple, apprendre la cohésion de groupe, avoir des responsabilités, parce que des enfants, c'est pas forcément facile à gérer, surtout 85 d'un coup. Donc ça nous a apporté énormément de choses.
Et aussi, non seulement du côté de casser la graine avec les enfants, mais nous, en tant que membres d'IAM-India, on a découvert une nouvelle culture. Dans notre projet, on collaborait avec donc, les chefs d'entreprise indiens, mais aussi avec 2 exchanges indiens qui faisaient partie, qui étaient membres de l'association avec nous. Et vraiment, on en a appris énormément, non seulement sur tout ce qui est l'écotourisme, la gestion d'une association, etc., mais aussi entre différentes cultures. Et c'était vraiment un formidable échange sur ces 2 points.
Et donc, concernant ce que nous avons fait concrètement depuis cette année, donc la différence entre l'année dernière et cette année, en ce qui concerne IEM India, nous avons mis en place donc, des tutoriaux qui permettent donc à Soumesh, le directeur de l'entreprise Kabani, de mieux former ses employés, et ce qui permet donc d'optimiser la qualité et la quantité des voyages qu'il vend, donc par ce biais d'augmenter son chiffre d'affaires.
Bonjour, j'avais une question concernant IAM India. Est-ce que vous pourriez développer un petit peu plus l'aspect justement écotourisme, que ce soit au niveau des installations, enfin, de rentrer un petit peu plus dans le détail de ce côté-là, au niveau...
L'écotourisme, du fait que le tourisme qui est réalisé par les gens qui désirent découvrir l'Inde est réalisé dans le respect de l'environnement, dans le respect des fermiers, de la population locale en général. Par exemple, tous les chauffeurs de taxi qui interagissent avec les voyageurs qui voyagent avec Kabani sont formés par Soumesh, donc le directeur de l'entreprise. Mais aussi les fermiers, avec ce dont Agathe parlait, le thé qu'on est en train d'importer, Ça permet de leur apporter un revenu supplémentaire, donc ça permet aux gens de voyager à travers le thé, pas seulement en allant en Inde. Et aussi tous les lieux de repos, tous les endroits où les gens restent pour une nuit ou plusieurs, ce sont des gens soit fermiers ou soit femmes de fermiers par exemple, qui vont être hôtes dans le cadre de Cabani, et du coup ça permet d'apporter un revenu supplémentaire à ces personnes. C'est aussi pour ça qu'on appelle cela de l'écotourisme.
On va clôturer là la session. Désolée, vous n'avez pas pu poser votre question. Joignez-vous à moi pour remercier l'équipe Enactus IESEG. Merci à vous pour votre présentation et pour tout votre travail.